Good morning, Internet. It is Monday, February 11th, and I'm back. And today, I just wanted to do a little bit of self-reflection. In particular, talk about personality, mine, and how that relates to what a person's workflow looks like um, at kind of a high level. So for me, I'm an INTP by Myers-Briggs terminology. And that means introverted instead of extroverted, intuitive instead of sensing, thinking instead of feeling, and perceiving instead of judging. So I guess I'm not going to really get into a big long description of what that means. There's plenty out on the internet that you can find that'll give you a good summary, I think. But in relating, in regards to how personality affects my workflow, I'm a very, very strong upfront in a project. Ideation and exploration, experimentation, and designing a system at the theoretical level, analyzing a system, doing research, working out the bugs of a system, again, at the theoretical level. That's where my true strength lies, and that's where I'm, I think, the most valuable. At the back end of a project, implementation and maintenance, that stuff is much, much more difficult for me, and also much less enjoyable for me. I am not, generally speaking, an implementer. For example, these videos that I've been recording. This case is a little bit weird because I didn't spend a lot of time planning and organizing these videos. It just occurred to me one day that this would be a way for me to do a regular creative expression that would be shared with other people. And I just dove into it. That's not usually how I work. Usually I spend lots and lots of time planning and thinking and organizing. But this time I just dove into it because I just felt like this is something I should not just try and dabble with, but actually create an ongoing expression of myself. Because my personality creates a situation with my other projects that usually goes, I start something, I get excited about it, I do the research, I do planning, and then when it comes time to actually pull the trigger and start constructing whatever this is, I lose interest because my mind has been satisfied. My urge to create has been satisfied by that upfront process. And the later steps of implementation simply don't give me the same edification as the front end of things do. So what happens is I usually end up doing all that planning and then moving on, dropping a project and moving on. I think this also kind of affects my creative cycle, if you will, because I tend to jump from project to project. I don't see one thing through to completion all at once. So I work on one project for a little while, be it a couple hours or a couple of weeks or a couple of months, and then I reach a certain point, and I'm not sure what defines that point. But when I reach it, I feel satisfied in that project, and I move to something else. And most of the time, I come back to that project that I left when the cycle comes back around. But that makes for very, very inconsistent output, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Why does my creative output have to be consistent? It doesn't necessarily have to be. But I do want to actually accomplish things with my life. I don't want to constantly be just dropping things. So that was kind of part of the impetus towards creating these videos. Well, I've found that I have about reached that point where I want to drop it now. I'm running out of ideas to talk about. I'm not sure what direction this should go. I'm not sure if it should have some kind of strong structural format. I'm not sure if it should be entertainment or just a video journal or so I'm kind of stuck in that point right now. Stuck where I feel like I want to drop this, but I've resolved already that I'm not going to. I'm going to keep doing these daily things. My hope is, and I've said this before, that it will evolve into something. I think that's maybe a pipe dream if I don't make it evolve into something. If I just keep doing this, I'll just keep doing this. Practice can't be bad, though, so at the very least, I'm getting more used to sitting in front of the camera and talking. A little more familiar with YouTube and those tools, but I just felt like I wanted to express that I'm at that point where I feel like dropping it. You know, maybe if I just kind of give it verbalization, that will help me process it a little bit and move beyond it. But I am still determined to keep making these things on a regular basis, about 4 times a week. So I guess I'm going to just leave this video short today. Leave it at that. I have some errands and things I have to run now, but yeah, I guess that's where I'm at today. Just finish off my coffee and then be about my day. I hope all of you also have a good day. If you live in the Midwest, you get out and enjoy the snow a little bit that we had, or anybody in the Great Lakes area, I guess, kind of got dumped on the last couple days. So anyway, hope everybody has a great day, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.